Hi Capricorn, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. This is your decision reading running from mid-June to mid-July. This reading is split into two parts, so we're going to be looking at Path 1 and Path 2, two different spreads. What I'd like you to do before we begin is just have in mind which of your two options is going to be represented by Path 1 and which one will be represented by Path 2. Messages coming in, first off for Path 1. There's communication coming through non-traditional channels. So it's very creative communication. It might be even old-fashioned, just kind of unusual mode of communication. There might be air travel as well associated with this option. I wasn't getting a lot more information than that. Path 2, I'm seeing a horseshoe, so this indicates to me that there's a lot of luck in your favor here with Path 2. This could also represent the letter U, if that is of significance to you. I'm seeing someone writing in a ledger, so proper record keeping is going to be very important here with Path 2. I'm also seeing a pickaxe, so you might be breaking new ground. There could also be some fairly demanding physical labor, or just a lot of demanding hard work in general involved here with Path 2, kind of like forging a new trailblazer kind of stuff going on here. And I'm just going to throw this out there. It was a little random, and it was just kind of a standalone message without any further information, but I heard the word mushroom, or mushrooms, so if that means anything to you, then I'll leave that with you. So let's see what the cards have to say. So we're going to be looking at Path 1 and Path 2 for a choice or decision to be made by Capricorn, running mid-June to mid-July. Path 1 and Path 2 for Capricorn. Messages, energies for Capricorn for Path 1 and Path 2. Okay. So the overall energy for Path 1, we have the Source. So this is the Ace of Wands. Two things to consider here regarding Path 1. We have the Four of Wands, participation, and we have the Tower. If you were to journey down this path, potentially where it would lead you, we have the World, completion, and we have the Nine of Swords, sorrow. Overall energy for Path 2, we have the Five of Wands, totality. Two things to consider here with Path 2. We have the Hermit, which is aloneness, and we have the Page of Wands, intensity. Move these over a little bit. If you were to choose this option, where it could lead you, we've got the Two of Cups, friendliness, and the Three of Swords, isolation. That is a very odd pairing. Okay. Now, in general, I will say that messages weren't coming up very easily for you. So there was a little bit of cloudiness and murkiness surrounding you right now, Capricorn. It was hard to tune in, which happens occasionally. Overall energy here, we have the Source. So this is the Ace of Wands. This is very fiery energy. This is all about inspiration, new ideas coming in, very passionate, very exciting. There's a lot of drive here. This is an opportunity. There's potential here. Now with aces, we always have to put in the work. So it's like an opportunity being given to us, and then it's up to us to take that and make something of it. Two things to consider here with path 1. Now there's a lot of fire energy here. If you look at all of these cards together, a lot of red, yellow, and orange. You may feel stimulated in your lower 3 chakras. So this may have to do with stability and security, family, your sense of confidence, all that kind of stuff might kind of be churned up regarding this path. So we've got the 4 of Wands, participation, and we have the Thunderbolt. This is the Tower. So this is all about collaborating with other individuals. This is about group work. This is about working together in a team. This is a very solid and stable energy. This is something that you can count on. And yet, you have a foundation here that is being completely shaken. So everything is falling down, crumbling. So either something that has been very solid is going to receive a shake-up through this pathway, or you will be achieving greater stability through a shake-up that needs to happen. So it could go either way. All in all, you have the support of people around you, you have the resources, you have the inspiration and backing here to bounce back from that. And the Tower is not inherently negative. The Tower is usually exactly what we need in order to progress forward. The Tower gets rid of whatever is no longer serving us, and it helps to transform our situation for the better. It's very much like death, but it's a lot more sudden. It can appear perhaps short-term more catastrophic, but long-term it is always beneficial for us. It offers a lot of growth. If we look here also, you can see that this is actually a person here sitting cross-legged. You can see now they do have fire going up all of their chakras, their energy centers here, but I am being drawn to these 3 lower chakras, and I do get the sense that these are going to be perhaps needing a little bit more support, or you're just going to be feeling that those are the most active. There's a lot of fire going on here. If you were to choose path 1, the outcome. Now we've got completion. This is the World. And we have the 9 of Swords. So it's like you're achieving this wonderful thing. This is a large achievement. This is the completion of a major cycle. It's very accomplished. It's very satisfied. It's definitely a successful ending. And yet, there is some reluctance to see the end. There may be something that you have to let go with this completion. Now, this can also be speaking to not feeling complete, feeling that you're missing a piece of you, and you're searching for the place to put that missing puzzle piece and having a hard time finding it. And this is giving you a lot of sorrow, some grief. For path 2, we have the 5 of Wands as the overall energy. So again, I see this as being fairly collaborative. You have the 4 of Wands, which is very structured collaboration. So it's very planned out. It's on paper. Everybody knows what's going on. Whereas this one is a little bit more spontaneous in nature. It's kind of like, everybody does know what's expected of them, but it's kind of, has this hope for the best energy. So you can see that this is a fairly precarious acrobatic act that's going on here, and you just hope that you can make that link up, and there's a lot of trust involved in this. There can be some inherent challenges in this kind of energy. There can be a little bit more inclination for conflict, for butting heads, than there would be with the Four of Wands. So just watch out for that. Again, there's a lot of red here. There's a lot of fire, a lot of passion. I can't help but feeling, because there are some other people involved, that ego is going to be a stumbling block, either for you personally or for the people that you are working with or collaborating with in some way. Two things to consider here. We have the Hermit, aloneness, and we have the Page of Wands, intensity. Someone else got this exact same pairing, and I can't remember who it was, but it was also in their what to consider section, but it was for path 1. I wish I could remember. This is very much all about seeking truth and seeking the light. So deep soul searching going on here, really drawing within and figuring out and getting in touch with what you truly want, getting very clear about that. And this is an intense search. With the Hermit card, I am getting strongly with the Four of Wands and the Five of Wands, that you are working or collaborating with other people, or at least that other people are going to be highly affected by the choice that you make. And it's kind of like you need to put a little bit of distance between you and them. You might feel like you're a little bit stifled here, and that you need to retreat a little bit and regain your own sense of center. So that's coming up here for path 2. And again, you have 5 very fiery cards. Now, as a potential outcome, kind of where this path would lead you, we have the Two of Cups, friendliness, paired with the Three of Swords. So this is very strange, because the Two of Cups is all about a really close connection with another person. It's often seen as the soulmate card, and soulmates are not always romantic in nature, but they certainly can be. Soulmates also come in as family members, they come in as friends. But to me, a soulmate is somebody who really helps you grow, in a spiritual sense, helps you really learn a lot. Whether it appears to be a spiritual nature or not, we're always learning, we're always growing and expanding. But a soulmate is also someone who has the greatest potential to be able to hurt you, because they have such strong power and influence on you. You have such high regard for them and they for you, that you're more apt to be hurt by something that they say or do, or don't say or do. And I'm seeing that going on here. So with the Three of Swords, this is a little bit of heartbreak. This is definitely some tears going on here. This is not similar, but we have the Hermit here, which is aloneness, and then we have the Three of Swords, which is isolation. So there's definitely this sense of being lonely, of kind of feeling like you're left out in the cold, not feeling as connected for whatever reason to this person. And this could be a thing too as well, but most often it's a person. As a thing, like for example, this could be like your dream job that you are meant to do, like your passion, your lifelong work. I could see this being that, but most likely this will be a person. a relationship that you have. So I see the tendency to be very sensitive, so just be careful with that. It's hard. We really can't get around that, and that's part of the soulmate connection, and it's part of how we learn and grow. And that can point out where our weaknesses are that we can work on. And that's part of why we're going through this, so that we can become stronger. I'm going to pull an additional card of guidance here for each of these paths. I hope I didn't confuse you there with that. I feel like I kind of went off on a tangent. So this is an additional card of guidance for path 1 for Capricorn. What else does Capricorn need to know about path 1? It's this one. Wisdom. Oh, I love this card. So we've got the owl here, which is traditionally a symbol of wisdom. And you can see the look in her eyes. There's such a knowing here. There's almost a little bit of wistfulness, maybe reminiscence. But this is someone who acts very deliberately. They really see the bigger picture. They know what they're doing. They know where they're going, and they're secure in that. This is an old soul. And there is a sun setting in the background. And we've got the sun here up top with the source. And we have the completion card, which pairs well with the sun setting. It's the ending of the cycle. It's the end of the day. Additional message to clarify path 2 for Capricorn. What else does Capricorn need to know about path 2? That one. Gentleness. Okay. This is being gentle with yourself. This is having patience with yourself. This is also being gentle with the people that you are working with, that you are collaborating with, associating with in any way. Now, you may actually have to ask for this from other people. If you are feeling vulnerable, if you are feeling, there's a lot of deep internal work going on here with the Hermit, with intensity, this Page of Wands, and with the Three of Swords. Things are happening very quickly, and there's internal conflict. So you may have to ask the people around you to have patience and just be gentle with you. And that's everything that I'm getting here. And of course, I can't make the choice for you, Capricorn. It's entirely up to you, and it's going to be different for everybody. My hope is that something that I've said has resonated with you and helped to clarify the choices that you have before you. I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking the video. If you haven't already subscribed, please do if you'd like to receive my regular tarot forecasts. So take care of yourself, Capricorn, and I'll see you again soon.